an email from Rosie, and she says, I'm not going into work tomorrow. Sorry, kid. And I hadn't seen the fight, and I go, do you have a cold? And then she writes back, no, I'm not going back ever. So I thought, that's odd. So I turn on the TV, and then it's everywhere. It's on every channel. And you saw the fight, right? Yeah. I know. I was just like, holy shit, what was it? Like, I couldn't even believe the split screen, and it was so intense. Okay, so I go in the next day, and I really get a kick out of Barbara Walters. I can't help it. And one of my favorite things is I try to make her laugh, and she constantly saying shit to me like, I really don't understand your sense of humor. But I can't help it, and we get into arguments about Paris Hilton. Why do you have to be so hard on Paris Hilton, Kathy? Why? And so these are the high-level philosophical arguments. So I go in, and it's, we're in the makeup room, and then Barbara says, okay, here's how we're going to discuss what happened yesterday. We're going to talk about it for the first 90 seconds, and we're not going to bring it up anymore. And I'm thinking, fuck that. Are you kidding? Everybody's talking about it. I brought it up every 3 minutes like a goddamn egg timer. I couldn't resist. Because, really, it was ridiculous. It was on everything from CNN to Extra to, all the shows, right? All right, so I go on, and I do get a kick out of Barbara because I think she's kind of like a Dynasty character. And I try to say something, you know what I mean? Isn't she? I said, Barbara, you're like a Dynasty character. I don't know what you're talking about. I go, like the show Dynasty. Why, Joe Collins is one of my very best friends. I'm like, no, that's okay. So, and I don't know if anybody saw, but, Barbara has very thinly veiled disdain for me. Very thinly veiled. But I can't help it. I get a kick out of her. Oh, by the way, did anybody happen to see when she called me a bigot live from here? Yeah. Okay, here's what I'll say about that show. It's really live. You don't know what those crazy bitches are going to say at any moment. And so we're sitting there, and then Hasselbeck is going on with some batshit theory that Condi Rice would be a good president. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, great. Maybe we can invade Indiana next. How about that? So, good call. So, what I said, which I stand by, is I said, I don't get why an African-American woman would be a Republican. I don't think the party holds anything for them. I'm very confused by that. So then, it doesn't make sense. I don't know any woman for sure, but anyway. So then Barbara turns to me and she goes, well, you're a bigot. I'm like, oh, great. It's just great. All right, so then the next day, my mother calls me and she goes, what the hell happened? And I go, what? And she goes, last night I watched my boyfriend Bill O'Reilly. Oh, it kills me. It kills me. And I go, and by the way, I said, Mom, your boyfriend Bill O'Reilly wants to rub a loof on your pussy. So. Please tell me that you Googled that transcript. All right, if you haven't, go home tonight and Google in quotes Bill O'Reilly and pussy, you'll thank me. You will thank me. It's some good shit. So, but my mom loves Fox News and it drives me nuts, but whatever. She goes, I'm watching Bill O'Reilly, and then he starts talking about how Barbara said you're a bigot. Why do you gotta agitate poor Barbara, for Christ's sake, Kathleen? Why does everybody have to suck it? You're telling poor Jesus to suck it, for Christ's sake? I can't even show myself with St. Monica's guitar mask, god damn it. Son of a bitch, like I need this agitation. Jesus, Mary and Joseph and Peter and Paul and Mary and all of them. God damn it. Kathleen, Jesus H. So then she goes, so then I watched my other boyfriend, Sean Hannity. I know, I go, Mom, you can't watch that, it's a fake show. Sean Hannity, by the way, when he goes to do a speech, will only go if you send him the G4. So, they're looking out for the little people over at Fox. Well, I'm watching Sean, and then he starts to say, you're real outrageous. I go, Mom, I don't give a shit what Sean Hannity says. I know, but why do you gotta agitate poor Barbara? So, I said, Mom, I'm fine. So then, the next day, we were having Martha Stewart on the show. So my mother was crazy because she thinks she knows all these people. For Christ's sake, Kathleen, don't agitate my Martha. So I said, Mom, I think Martha Stewart can take care of herself. You don't